Hello, can you hear me? Is this even working?
A few minutes later.
Hello, guys, welcome back. So, today we are gonna do a review, or maybe not a review, but we're just gonna yap about this. Yeah, is this working? Hello, guys, welcome back to another video, and we're gonna talk about the trilogy which I just finished reading like a day ago, I guess. And I did not forget the whole thing. I still remember. You guys are with me, okay? If you're with me, then watch this video. If you feel like then you are the door is outside. You can respectfully go, please. And our guests. I'm trying to think. First off, we have our Once Upon a Broken Heart. So, for this, I actually read, I think, when I got this, I was like, oh, this is actually my first time reading fantasy romance, and I was actually excited about it. And, like, bro, this got me hooked. And it's like I read a few chapters before, and I think there is still, like, I read around 40% of it before. So, and I think I started reading, and wait, I just remembered, let me tell you that I read these, wait, let me just show you. Can I just show you this? Can I? I don't want to poke I don't want to poke this fork into my eyes. Can you see this? Yeah. I just finished this in like 3 days because like I read this. I started reading this. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart around 28 or 9. Yeah, 29. And then the next day this got me hooked. And then I read the Ballad Never After. Yeah. And in one day I read, like, not even one day, like in few hours I'd say. Like I started reading this around 6 or 7, and then I finished it around 12 or so. Yeah, yeah, and I'll talk about this later. Let's save this for later. Then we have The Curse of True Love, and I was actually really excited about this, but it was not worth the excitement that I got because I felt like this could have been better. Like it's a romance novel, so it's supposed to be, the main thing is confession part, right? And this is the confession. It could have been better, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. So yeah, so you can say that I read this. I read more than 1,000 pages in 3 days. That's what my motivation was for reading this book. Let's start with Once Upon a Broken Heart. It was good, and when I first started reading this, I used to read this little by little, and then I actually liked. I was actually at first clueless, but then I got to know more and more and more. And Evangeline and Jax, gosh, like sometimes I used to think, bro, Jax is kind of toxic. But then I was like, but why does this feel so? Anyways, yeah. So let's start. And no, we have already started, bro. Anyways, this is my first time talking in front of camera. Like I usually talk with cameras, but like I'm going to upload this, bro. So about this book, and oh my god, I've said this around 1,000 times, I guess. Bear with me, guys. So yeah, Once Upon a Broken Heart. So when I first started reading this, it was like, oh yeah, this is a pretty good book, and I used to read that. So on 29th, I read that. Oh, today is April 1. This could be a April Fool's video. This is not a April Fool video. This is a nice video. Because I'm making this. Once Upon a Broken. Oh my god. deep English. Once upon, yeah. Let's not say 1,000 times. You know what I'm gonna talk about. It was supposed to be like I started reading that on 29th. I just read it and I was hooked. Those little touches, they were edging me, but author knows what actually edging is, like through writing. Bro, she was not letting me feel it fully, and I was like, oh my god! I wanted them to be together, so I was like, Polo came, I was like, oh my god, we got another handsome guy. Is he gonna be second lead or something? But in the end of it, everything was changed, and I hate that guy so much. Yeah. It first started and everything, and it's like, yeah, it was not intense, I would say. It was kind of intense, yeah, but it was not that intense. Uh, but it was good. It got me hooked. And oh my god, and when Jack started calling Evangeline Little Fox, that was the death of me, cause what the hell? What the hell, bro? I was I was like I was so into this book, and it actually felt so magical the way they described it and everything. It was so good. As I said, I actually forgot not much, but yeah, I kind of forgot. And then we have the Ballad Never After. And about the Valerie of Arc, and I was like, Arch, I don't know anything. So yeah, I was actually curious about that. The way it was like so good, I loved it. And the Archer's Curse and the Ballad of Archer and Fox. Oh my God, it was all so connected. And Jack's eating apple. I'll also start eating. Okay, never mind. Then yeah, and there were like, I think something about romance novels is like, it's it's not overwhelming. It's not that overwhelming. It's like you'll feel related to some part of themes or some part of it or some characters or what they say, what they do. You'll feel relatable to it, but you won't feel it in an overwhelming way. So yeah, like I like that about romance novels. The Ballad Never After. Yeah. This book broke me in every possible ways, like every freaking possible ways, I swear. Cause when I finished reading this book, I just it was 12 or 12:30, 12. No, reading Once Upon a Broken Heart around 12, and I finished reading Ballad Never After around 12:30, and yeah, I was sitting there for 10 minutes or more, like I was feeling restlessly numb. I would like to say that feeling like this, because it was like that. Like I could feel like I was like, oh my god, what did I read? Like it was a heck of a roller coaster, and oh my god, yeah, like it was so. I was overwhelmed. Yeah, I was overwhelmed, and so many things happened at once. Like Evangeline died and then came back, and poor Jax and Donatella, and so many things. Add some spice, like bro, they like those parts when they used to cuddle and all those things, and that part when they were in the vampire script and there were chaos and everything, and it was, and on that part where Jax took Evangeline to Lala and she cured her curse and everything, and that part was so good. And like every freaking part when Evangeline and Jax were together, I was screaming. I was like, You know that feeling, right? You know that feeling. That's the feeling. And then I was so much into this book. And the fact, like, I was so, like, how do I say, Marsaw. That, I won't say anything. Like, I don't want to curse. I don't want to curse. But yeah, that girl, she got on my nerves. Like, what the hell? Like, she represents every freaking people who are sweet, who will be sweet, will try to talk sweet, but they are rotten inside. Like, truly. And I have experienced with those kind of people, so I kind of connected with Evangeline with that. And then we got, yeah, and the scene with poison also, it was good. And then later those plot twists, oh my god, Tiberius was what, protectorate, he was supposed to kill Evangeline. And like, and oh my god, Apollo. And I was actually kind of infuriated at this point. I was like, Jax, you love Evangeline, so why the fuck are you trying to push her to Apollo? Like, what the fuck? And but at first I still like Apollo. Like, he was like a bait in all those kind of chaos, what was happening, all those curses and everything. And it was so, like, I felt actually bad for Apollo. Like, and I felt like what Evangeline was doing with Jax, it's like she was married, right? So I was like, bro, that's cheating and all these things. And I was actually like, I knew it was kind of wrong, but I felt good. This is wrong. Oh my god. Then that Archer's curse. Oh my god. And then the way Evangeline was torn between Jax and Apollo. It was like, and I loved how she kept the dagger of Jax with her, and it was like so good. And can we talk about all the gowns, all the dresses she wore, and every freaking person wore in this series, in these three books? I was, I when I imagine it in my head, it looks so pretty, like so. Guys, I don't have a script, okay? So I'm just talking rubbish right now. I'm wasting your time. Maybe I'm not. Maybe you're enjoying listening to me. Never mind. And then we got the. I actually liked all the things and the way they got like everything, and I like that part also. Like when Evangeline killed Petra, and then that was another plot twist, that Petra was another key. Like, what? She was supposed to be dead, but she was alive, and I was like, oh my god. And then the way Jax held Evangeline, it was one of my favorite hugs, I would say. I got goosebumps right now. I don't know if I can show it to you, but I legit got goosebumps. I don't know if you can see this, but I got goosebumps. Like, that was so good. I love that part. My friends are saying, "Shut up, Jenny. Shut up, Jenny. Get in the car." And then we got. I think we're done with Ballad Never After, or was it Sound? Bro, I forgot to tell you. You know the part when it was like Jack called Evangeline my love. I melted. I was like, I was reading that line multiple times. I don't know if I can find it again. And I don't even remember where was it. Where was it? Was it in Once Upon a Broken Heart? I don't know. But if you guys read this book, you'll know that there was like for the first time when Jack, I think Evangeline was in some sort of things. And bro, I loved how Jax used to say, "Girl, you like death or what? Why everyone is behind you to kill?" Tension between them, the tension, like it's piping hot. Yeah. And can we talk about Jax? How handsome he is. I'm actually confused. I'm confused. I could be talking about, like, I don't know which book I'm actually talking about, but um, it's okay. The fact Jax used to come every time Evangeline was in danger, and like, bro, it was kind of ridiculous how, like, I don't know why, but sometimes I used to laugh. It used to be so funny. Like, what the? Yeah, it was like that. And then we got the how they described Tiberius and Apollo. It was like so good. I was like, oh my god, but I don't think they are pretty good guys. Apollo is like a bullshit guy, a dumb shit, bullshit, lunatic, psychotic, and he just lost it. Insanely insane, freaking forking, ducking guy. I don't like Apollo. I forgot. If I talk about my favorite scenes, like which I like every scene was my favorite, and like whenever like Jack used to come and save Evangeline, it was really my favorite. Like, the part when Apollo got the archer's curse and she like he was behind Evangeline, and then they jumped off the cliff, and oh my god, it was so good. And yeah, in the hollow when they live together, sleep together, and they thought that they are under the magic of the stone of myth, but it was not. It was just them being them. Actually took advantage of that thing, bro. That one also, when in the crypt, in the vampire crypt, when Jax was infected, and yeah, when Jax was infected, and Evangeline was sitting beside him, and to not let him turn into vampire, because Jax didn't like vampire. A curse of true love. Yeah, I was actually excited about it because this held the most important event, the confession. The confession. So I was pretty excited that how it will be going, but to be honest, when I read that, I almost laughed because when they had their kiss, she was like, "I'm out of breath, that's why," and I was like, "Girl, what? Girl, what?" It was kind of funny to me. Uh, about the confession part, to be honest, I felt like it was pretty bland. I think they could have done better. Like, this is fantasy romance, right? And fantasy means it has to be dramatic, and dramatic in a good way. But I think uh, they should have did better. And I think the way they wrote the other two books, I think this was a bit different because they had the point of views of Apollo, Evangeline, and Jax. And I think there was a lot of Apollo, but I think, like, this book was actually going good, but when it came to like the confession part, I think they rushed it. They rushed it pretty much. It was like zoom. It just, I felt like they needed to add more. Like, they were pretty much loopholes, I would say, like they're plot holes. They killed Apollo so easily, and the fact, when I read this, The Curse of True Love, I was so damn angry, cause bro, what the fuck was Apollo? He literally planned to push Evangeline on the well, so she could think that she was actually in danger. He was trying to gaslight her into thinking that, and it was so damn toxic. Like, bro, what the fuck? And then after doing all this kind of bullshit, he would say that, oh, I love her. Oh, I do this, that. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Learn something from Jax instead. Yeah, he should. Uh, from the Valerie of Arc, the oldest family, Whalers, they came out, and it was like, and the plot twist that Chaos was one of them. Chaos was Castor, and yeah, and Lala was from the Marywood, and oh my god, those stories, those their history, it was so sad. It was sad. Jax. Poor guy, bro. Poor guy. Because of Aurora's jealousy, she that that witch, she casted spell on Jax just because she can't be hers. Like he can't be hers. This is so weird. It's like just because he can't be hers, she won't let him have his love. Like, am I even making sense? I don't know. Like, bro, it was so like I think this was underwhelming for me. I think I needed a bit more of Evangeline and Jax. I needed more like I loved how they edged us, how they kept us hooked, how they wanted us to know more and more and more. But I think this was a bit rushed. Curse of True Love, it was a bit rushed and it's good. But to be honest, I love the book covers, bro. They're like so pretty. They're so pretty. Wait, bro. This is the book. This is the bookmark that I use. Like, tell me this looks so magical. I loved it. But there were loopholes. Like, where did Tiberius go? Like, there was no sign of Tiberius. He was from Protectorate, right? He was supposed to the kill the what? Kill, kill the key. Kill Evangeline. Kill Petra. But what was he even doing? Petra and Evangeline, they both were keys and they were alive until Evangeline killed Petra. What the hell? It was really underwhelming. But I loved the tension. I loved how they got close and everything. Oh my god. It was but I think if I had to rate like um not rate but if I do the order from which I like the book, I would say on the first will be this. The Ballad Never After, because this was just so good. Once Upon a Broken Heart, because this was also just so good. And in the end, we have The Curse of True Love. Yeah. But Jax ate apples. It was still a mystery in the end, right? She didn't disclose, but I think, Lala said that fates have this urge to fulfill what they're meant to. Like, Lala was an unwed bride. So she used to sew wedding gowns to control that urge, right? So I think the Jax, the Prince of Hearts, he used to eat apples so he could stop himself from kissing someone. Does this make sense? I don't know. Oh my god. That's it for today's video. Wait for the next one. Till then, bye bye.